Much better. We good.
Okay.
We good. Morning.
Morning.
Never.
There's always something going on.
Well, we've had quite a week though. It's been such a week. What happened this week? Did we just get like a new
President?
administration? Yeah.
You're about to lose your job.
Hello. Oh my gosh. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you. I mean, we had a whole podcast episode about it. Check us out.
That's right.
It's on Spotify, TeaNTawk. We are here again for our takeoff series, and we have a very special one this week that's not about food. That's why it's so special. It's not about food, it's about wine.
And it's right on time because we need a drink.
We need a drink. It's all election is over. Election time gone.
Wow.
Well, no, it's done. It's done.
It's done, but
done.
you know.
Well, it's
We have a squatter.
We have somebody squat.
We have a squatter.
He said, I ain't going nowhere. It's like carnival over and he don't want to go home. He don't want to go home and get on that plane. But we
It's
had
like last lap.
Yes, last lap. And that was such a good episode. I think that was the first time in two episodes that we had, it was just us, the ladies, having a conversation about how we feel about everything.
Honest.
Yes.
Open conversation.
Honest. It was great. And you can check both episodes out, Suburban Moms Speak, part 1 and part 2 on TeaNTawk. We're on Spotify. And we got a lot of content. We got something coming up too. Lord Jesus. Lord, we got something coming up.
Next one.
Lord, oh my gosh.
Father
God.
We shouldn't be asking God to help us with
No,
liquor.
I shouldn't. Especially not at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
Especially not at 11 o'clock in the morning. We got to pull this thing up. But we are here with Mr. Biggs Wines, and we just had a podcast taping with him on Zoom because he doesn't do live podcast tapings, but it was well and worth your time because it was a fantastic conversation. And if you don't know who Mr. Big is,
You about to find
you gonna know. The Soul Sonic Force. Hey, yeah. Is that their name? Bow. Mr. Big. Bow wow. Remember? The Soul Sonic Force. Rock with the planet rock. Hey, we
Don't
did not
stop.
By the way, we did not start drinking. We did not start drinking yet.
It's all about the sauce. The sauce, the sauce. Boy, come and taste the sauce. The sauce, the sauce. She want give you junk food. I will give you sauce.
Hello, and welcome to a special podcast episode and video series of Takeout Thursday with a special person who I have followed his career for a long time. He excites me because this is the realization of what has happened, not just to our culture, but to hip hop culture. You know, hip hop has grown up in a way that we are starting to see now, you know, and I want to introduce him, Mr. Big. How are you, Mr. Big?
I'm good. How you doing?
I am doing good. I am excited to talk to you. Can I just start off with doing a little fangirling first and get that out of the way so I can get it out of my system? I have been a fan of yours since I was a kid. I love the Soul Sonic Force. Mr. Big was my favorite character. Let me tell you, my favorite rapper in the group. And yeah, and I believe, if I'm correct, because I'm too old to remember too lucidly, but I believe that the Soul Sonic Force was the first album I ever bought for my Sweet 16. When I got money, I went and I bought the first album, my first song, and it was the Soul Sonic Force. That and Shaka Khan's Papillon.
that Planet Rock did it to you, huh?
Planet Rock did it to me. So I got that out of the way, but that's why I'm so excited to talk to you. And I'm really excited about what you've done with your career. Tell me a little bit about it, like, you know, from beginning to like where you are, you know, where you kind of transitioned, I guess.
Well, we started out like back in early 70s, 73, 74. You know, it wasn't even named hip hop. It's just we played music. You know, we was actually bad boys. We was part of a gang called the Black Spades. And
where are you from? What borough?
I'm sorry, we're from the Bronx.
Oh, you are from the Bronx. Okay, boogie down.
Grew up in Bronx River Projects.
I figured that. I wasn't positive, but I knew that, Bronx had their own, they were the originators. So,
Yeah.
hmm
So we before we would go into senseless battles with other gangs, we would play music, and when we returned, the healthy ones, we played music. So we always with Africa Bambaataa, he always would play music. That was his thing, music, ever since he was a kid. We
Okay.
had no idea that it'll took. We had no idea that hip hop would come this far. It wasn't even named hip hop. It was just something we did in the community, something we did in the high school gyms and the parks, and just having fun with music. And then this DJ, then another DJ, and then another DJ. The next thing you know, this whole hip hop thing takes off.
Tell me about your family and where they're from. I got a little birdie that told me that you do have some Caribbean roots. Is that correct?
No, I don't.
You don't?
It's funny because my mom's are from West Virginia.
Ah.
My father's from South Carolina.
Okay. South Carolina, there's the Geechee. The Geechee.
Hey, Geechee ain't the word.
Yeah.
He's from Beaufort, South Carolina.
Okay.
and it's interesting because when the music had died down, I became a juvenile correction officer.
Okay.
And one of the brothers I worked with, the older brother, and my last name is Williams. They always call me Big Will. He was like, "You sure you're not Jamaican, man? You sure you're not Jamaican?" I said, "Nah, I'm a Yankee boy." He said, "No." He said, "Where your father from?" I said, "Beaufort, South Carolina." He said, "You Jamaican, you Jamaican."
I see that too, and especially because your last name is Williams. You know what? You might want to check the DNAancestry.com website and see.
You know what
the idea of you entering into the wine and spirits business. How did that happen? Was there did you go from hip hop to the wine and spirits business, or was there like a point where you were like trying to look into other things or do other things?
No, it's interesting. That story is always like, it's not what you know, who you know.
Yeah.
At the time, like I was like we were still touring, but they were like real here and there, like, definitely couldn't raise my family on what, the money that I was making when the tour started dying down. So like I said, I started working juvenile corrections, and then I retired. And after I retired, one of our Renegades of Funk album, the cover was like real animated, like a lot of got us in costumes, but like cartoon characters.
Yeah.
And I put that on a T-shirt, right? And I was selling them on the internet. And so this brother named Ray, I grew up with, he was stationed in Italy, and he got into the wine game. And then he saw me, selling a T-shirt. So he called me. He's like, "Yo, Biggs, you interested in selling wine?"
Like, when did you really start?
About 5-6 years ago.
Oh, okay. So that recent. Oh, okay.
It's about 5-6 years ago. And then, but it's a lot of things was going on in my life at that time. Like, I'm like, but everybody's always coming at me with ideas to invest this, that, and the other. And so I decided, I was like, you know what? I told my wife and I said, "Yo, let's just shoot down to Florida and see what he's talking about." To the winemakers, because all our juice is shipped from Italy to Florida. That's where they talk about that. And so we talking, and then soon as my wife and I walk into the hotel, I get a phone call. My brother passed away.
Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that.
That was rough.
Wow.
It was almost like, because I still was back and forth with it. But after that, it was like I got a signal like that's what he wanted me to do.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it just took off from there. I was in first I started online, couple of stores, couple of clubs, and then it was doing this virus really hurt me.
Wow.
A lot of the clubs I was in, like, they're gone.
So you were selling wines in the clubs, like you had the distribution deals with the clubs.
Yeah,
Wow.
right. And then two of the restaurants I had closed down.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
And just starting to get back on my feet. Like a couple of stores been calling me like, "Yo, Biggs, we ready?" Call. So starting to pick up again. We'll be all right. And
Yeah.
my sons are my distributors.
Oh, that's
In
nice.
the wine business, you gotta have. It's not like you just could have wine. I mean,
Right.
you need a distributor. Like I can't just go into a store and sell the wine.
Right.
I gotta basically sell it to my sons, and then they sell it to the store.
So you made your own second party to sell to. That's very, very smart. And that was one of the questions I was going to ask you about how you bring your family into your business, if your kids are interested at all, and how you've been able to get them involved in your business. Were there any different ways that you kind of were able to pivot to try to make money back? Because I know direct to consumer, from a liquor standpoint, a lot of the stores out here, I'm in Jersey. Them Friday night, you drive past the liquor stores, the cars all over the place. People were drinking a lot during COVID.
Yeah, I gotta. I don't really go for the liquor stores.
Yeah.
Because the margin is too low.
Right. So you don't make as much money with the liquor stores.
So I usually try to hit the wine shops.
Okay.
But I have other wines because I have 5 wines.
Okay.
And then my sons, they're distributors. They got how many wines they got? 20. They got another 20 wines.
Wow.
From different vendors.
Okay. Very cool.
And I might just start getting let them put the wines in the store, the smaller stores, the mom and pop stores.
Yeah, keep them busy.
That's what it's about, that generous wealth, man. Like, you just don't do that. Like,
we don't.
Let us know your top 2 or 3 best wine suggestions.
Yeah, say for ladies. Wine is funny. Like a lot of women just like sweet wine.
Mm-hmm.
But women that drink wine for a while, they start liking dry wine.
Yeah. Especially when you drink it with a meal.
Right. They start. So Gatto
mm-hmm.
is a sweet wine. The Brigetto, I didn't see it. That's another sweet wine.
Okay.
The ladies love.
Which one is it? What's it called?
Brigetto.
Okay.
And Merlot. The Merlot is really good.
We're going to get ready to go and taste them wines. I'm looking forward to it. It's 10:30. What is it? 11 o'clock in the morning. We're going to start with sipping some wine. That's how it be these days. But so thank you so much. Tell everybody where they can find Mr. Biggs Wines.
On Facebook and Mr. Biggs Wines. Okay. Instagram, Mr. Biggs Wines 73. And Twitter, Mr. Biggs 73.
Is that your number? Is that your football number?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, it was my number, and both of my sons wore that number.
Oh, nice. Okay. Nice. All right, Mr.
Order at
Biggs.
MrBiggsWines.com. Place orders. Tell your friends if they like it. If you like the wine, let them know.
There you go. Like getting that tampon out when you're like, oh no,
we shall drink.
No, let me stop.
Yeah, we don't talk about drink.
I know.
How they put that on the radio?
Times have changed, honey.
Oh my God. I was like, how is that on the radio? That is so wrong.
Raunchy.
Nasty.
Nothing left to the imagination.
It was good though.
Thank God we come from a different generation.
Yeah, thank God we come from a different
generation. Yeah. Mr. Biggs.
Mr. Biggs. So we're excited. This is Mr. Biggs Wines. He told us a little bit about the 2 that we're about to try. Merlot and Moscato.
I'm a 1 drink, 2 drink person.
Me too. Let's start with the... Okay, we about to sip this wine. All right. I'm into it.
I like it.
I'm into it.
I usually don't like red wines. This is pretty good.
Oh my God, yeah. Now I'm like, you know what I'm all about? Like, how does it taste like a few seconds later?
After
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it. We're going to keep going with the You know, you can't say Moscato. You gotta say Moscato. Moscato in honor of Biggie Smalls. Remember his song Moscato? He always said Moscato. I always loved Merlot. Merlot was one of the first wines that I used to drink before I started discovering like other wines. But it's also my go-to. Like whenever I can't think of what I want, especially if I'm eating like with dinner, I'll have a Merlot.
Okay.
And Moscatos I like, but I gotta watch out for Moscato.
They're sweet.
They're sweet and they're good. So we sipping. You didn't even finish the red. You didn't finish the red. I finished. I didn't take as much as you did though.
Okay, let me take this back. If I'm slurring at the next interview, she fought.
Who books a wine tasting at 11 o'clock in the morning? 11:40. It's 11:40. It's almost noon. We good.
Moms in the burbs.
Moms in the burbs in New Orleans? In New Orleans or Jersey? I don't know. Anyway.
Okay, so we're doing white.
So now we're trying the white, which is the Moscato, which is the dessert wine.
Get all this out.
Yeah.
I have to drink a little.
Real talk though, Moscato is like one of my favorite wines, but I just have to be real careful with it because it's so sweet.
I love it.
Girl. This and Krispy Kreme donuts make my life.
Oh, I like
it.
Mr.
It's
Biggs.
sweet. Oh God, the sweet
This
is
good.
One more, man.
Ooh. Is it me? It's good.
I love this.
Okay, Mr. Biggs.
Mr. Big, you did the damn thing with this.
Yes,
okay?
this is good.
He said we were going to like this one.
He did.
He did. He did. This one is good. It's not overly sweet.
No, it's right in between.
And it's got a nice little bubbly thing going on.
Okay, let me drink some more.
Yeah,
let me make sure
I'm finishing this. We're going to finish this up. We look forward to seeing all ya. We look forward to y'all hearing us on the podcast. The podcast,
Spotify, TeaNTawk.
All right. We got it. You got it? Okay.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend, tell two friends, tell three friends. But in the meantime, we just gonna sip. We sipping.
It's all about the sauce. The sauce, the sauce. Boy, come and taste the sauce. The sauce, the sauce. She want give you junk.